What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Jerry, and today's video will be on the Washington Wizards. And I just feel like these guys deserve a video because they've been playing some great basketball. And we just gonna dive right into this video. Looking at the Washington Wizards at the beginning of this season, they were a major disappointment, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be blunt. You know, they was really stinking up the joint, especially since, you know, looking at the season Bradley Beal had last year without John Wall, and then you pair him with Russell Westbrook, you know, the stat machine that he is. But at the beginning of the season, man, they just couldn't figure things out. They was losing games back to back. Bradley Beal was having, you know, crazy performances. You know, everybody was speculating that, you know, he was going to quit on the Wizards and, you know, demand a trade, demand that they get him out of there. And they was just losing some games. Like when he would go for 60 and they would lose. And their main problem at the beginning of the year was, you know, they couldn't play defense. They couldn't stick any defense. You know, they was at one point in the league, they had the one point of the season, they had the worst defense in the league, man. So, you know, that's something. You know, that's something that they've overcame though. And it all started with these two guys. You look at Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, he didn't make the All-Star game this year, but he's putting up All-Star like numbers, averaging like 21, 11, 11. Video game, my career like numbers, but you know, he didn't make the All-Star game this year due to being in and out of the lineup. And we know Westbrook is Westbrook. He's still inefficient as ever, but he come out there every night and play hard. You know, he come out every night, play hard on both ends of the floor, and he doesn't cheat the fans out their money, you know, whether we watching from home or watching in the arena. And it just looked like that, you know, it looked like it looked like Westbrook, his energy is spread into the rest of the Washington Wizards. But before we get into that, man, we're gonna talk about the season that Bradley Beal is having too, man. Bradley Beal is leading the league in scoring. He's averaging about 32 points a game, 31. He was an all-star starter this year. For the first time in his career, he's been an all-star starter. And he's just been lighting. He's just been lighting the league up, man. He's been lighting the league up. He's really unguardable. And you're looking at him since he came into the league, he's really, you know, really touched on his game, really expanded his game. I would say at the beginning of his career, he really couldn't, you know, create for himself as much as he do now. Like this year, he got a usage rate of 34%, which is more than Westbrook this year, which is crazy. So Bradley Beal is having a great season individually, and Russell Westbrook, he's having a great season individually. Now, you know, at the beginning of the year, it didn't look like this team was playoff bound at all. It was a team that I thought would easily, you know, when the news first broke that they got Russell Westbrook, I said they're easily, you know, in the Eastern Conference, they're easily a six seed team. And you look at the teams above them, the teams like Charlotte. I expected them to do way better than Charlotte. I expected them to be New York. I think New York is the biggest surprise. They're the biggest surprise of the East this year to me. You know, it's teams like that I expected the Wizards to be better than, just off the sole fact that they have Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. But that, you know, that wasn't the case. But over these last, 2 or 3 weeks, you know, they done wrapped it up. They've been playing great basketball. They was on a 9-game winning streak at one point. You know, that just got snapped, and they've won 9 out of their last 10, or 10 out of their last 11. So they've been playing some great basketball. And to me, the biggest thing that's, you know, sparked this little, this run that they're going on as far as like a whole team as winning games. I think one has been their intensity on defense that's been boosted. And, you know, Westbrook, you know, his energy has spread to this whole team. And, you know, looking at their defense, like I said, man, at the beginning of the season, they was giving up so many points to opposing teams and they make no sense. And, you know, like every game, you know, they would score too, though. You know, they weren't just getting blown out. It was just like, you know, they would go out there, put up points, but not play any defense. So looking at them now, man, like over the last month, they rank like top 3, top 5 in defense. And, you know, out the whole season, they done jumped from like 29th, 30th to 20th. They're a top 20 defensive team in the NBA today. And, you know, so, you know, that's great to see, man. I'm a defense first type of guy, man. I love to see a team shut down another team, man. I feel like that's how you set the tone in the basketball game. And then pace. Like I said, that's where Westbrook come in. The Wizards are #1 in pace in the NBA, and that's, you know, 100% of that probably goes to Westbrook. You know, once he catches a rebound or once he gets the outlet pass, you know, he's gone. He's out of there. So, you know, they number one in pace. You know, they're a young team, you know, besides, you know, Russell Westbrook. Bradley Beal might be 30, I'm not sure. But I think besides him and Westbrook, you know, most of them guys are under the age of like 25. You know, it's a very young team. But, you know, it's a team that get out there, they push the pace. And when you're a team that push the pace, man, you get a lot of fast break points. And if you watch these guys, they get a lot of dunks, a lot of layups in transition. And, you know, they just a young exciting team, man. But, you know, and another guy that's looked like he's starting to come around, the Blasian on their team. And for all you guys who don't know what a Blasian is, it's a black and Asian person. But I don't know if the guy's, you know, he could be 100% black. I don't know, because he looks African American, but you know, his last name is, you know, Hachimura. So I don't know, you know, he's Blasian. He might be 100% Asian. I'm not sure, but I'm getting a little bit too off topic. But you know, he's been coming around. Look like the game is starting to come easier to him. He's averaging around 14 points this season. And the Wizards, man, have, you know, they worked their way up to the 10th seed, and we know how the NBA goes this year, man. 10th seed, you're eligible for the playoffs due to the play-in tournament. Now, how the play-in tournament works, I think the 10th and 9th seed play each other, and then the winner between that game plays the 8th seed, and the winner between that gets the 8th seed. That's really wild to me. But the Wizards are in the 10th seed, so they're in playoff contention. I don't see them dropping out. I see them going to either the 8th or the 7th seed. They're only 2 games out of 8th. So, you know, all my Wizards fans, your playoff hopes are, you know, very much alive. I think it's been a while since you guys have been. I think maybe like 2 or 3 years, really, since John Wall has been healthy. But, you know, I just want to give the Wizards their credit, man. You know how they've come around and really turned the season around, man. I feel like most of it is not the I wouldn't say it's the players' fault, but I would say it's Scott Brooks, man. Scott Brooks, he's been behind a lot of great teams that fell short, man. Especially, you know, he done had Kevin Durant, Westbrook, and James Harden at a certain point. And then you look at the team he has this year with Westbrook and Bradley Beal. Both them guys are so great, man. They should not have been as low as they was in seeding this year. So I feel like his position as head coach, I feel like that was in jeopardy this year because, you know, he was not stepping up to the plate. Anyways, like I was saying, man, the Washington Wizards, they've been a fun team to watch lately. They're very exciting, man. Westbrook, you know, he brings great energy to them guys, great energy to that locker room. Bradley Beal is, you know, he's unstoppable, the league's leading scorer. And, you know, they just got a young crew. You know, they got a young crew that come out there and they're ready to do battle. And, you know, I feel like this team is going to be even a lot better if, you know, once they get Thomas Bryant back. I think he tore his ACL or his Achilles. It's a really gruesome injury. So, you know, once he come back next season, this Wizards team is going to be even more dangerous. So, you know, that's it for this video, man. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, you know, comment down below. You know, can the Wizards win the playoff series this year, man? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed, man, please subscribe for more weekly content, man. We upload once a week, twice a week, 3 a week. You never know, but what you do know, man, you're gonna get a video. So, you know, that's it, man. That's curtains.